Going for it the other day, Cole.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Now Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford.
He's
got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the world, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he stopped immediately there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
You don't do that.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Going up top for Kupp.
Thank you.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a potential turning point. It's out of the football in very good field position late in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Thank you.
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Yeah.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores.
Ooh.
That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves.
Nice, bro.
For them to start calling back, they got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Accident, bro. Cause you ever burped and smelled it. It smell like dinner.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now it's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he's got his big tight end.
What the fuck is wrong with these niggas?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
Oh, the nigga froze for no reason. That is crazy. He's all good. This is going on.
Henderson. A 23-yard run. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Let me guess, you
Taylor
ain't
decides
playing.
not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Man, who playing?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, now Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. A give to Jones. Oh, the spin. And he's got some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Here's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. 2nd down and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his right, letting one go deep for the end zone.
Stop playing me.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's
no matter who it is.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, 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 and finally the haymaker to put that drive away.
This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Ooh, that ball off at 33.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Ah, come on now.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Oh, that is some bullshit. There.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's going to be
That was
knocked
close.
away and incomplete.
You heard
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In
Cool,
this
you
case,
back.
when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that
Oh, I know who that is. I know who that is over there on the sticks now.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanking
y'all
it on
some
both
fancy
attempts,
niggas.
this time on 3rd down.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next
I know who
drive,
that
the
is on the
Rams
street.
offense at the line. Off of play
That's funny.
action. Here's Stafford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st down, Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Rodgers throwing here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked off by Leonard Floyd. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Wide ass.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I think he's going to get that again, Teddy.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Completes this to Jefferson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford.
Oh, Teddy.
It's Kupp. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Ooh, things done got tighter.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Just in case he was on some nut shit.
Following the touchdown, here's Gain to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor.
Ooh.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Second down, another shot for Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Heavy set out there on 3rd. The give is to Jones. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talked so much about
I guess you beat the shit out of Ripper, not me.
Who wins, who loses. This game, no exception.
And our last 4 games played, nephew. You 3-1.
And they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay.
Log on to easports.com.
Oh, nah.
From Los Angeles,
You
so
can send
long,
it.
everybody.
So, cuz, why you sound far away from the microphone? So, cuz, oh, why you far away from the microphone? Who playing? See, niggas be wanting to cheat, boy, out there, you boy, that crazy. I'm twisting the joint. Give me a second, cuz. 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 You heard me?
What you said?
Give me a second.
What?
I'm rolling the blunt.
A little back down towards you, the other way. Other way. Up under there.
Bruh, your cousin say it's a nigga out there where he stay who sell weed but won't serve $10, won't, you know what I'm saying?
So what the fuck you think he do?
Huh?
I said, what makes him think I'm gonna come all the way over there and serve $10?
Sometimes, bro, you just can't smoke.
Bro, I just knocked the whole goddamn sack over.
See, if I him, I just pull up on a nigga. He skateboard there. What be like, man? I'm finna pull up on you, get some. You know what I'm saying? When I get there, boy, I got $10, and now you already there. The nigga ain't got no choice but to serve.
And why did you get it right there?
Say what?
Talking to them damn kids.
Goddamn kids
Yeah,
around here
bro, I
looking
be
like
too blown
Spider-Man
at
and shit.
work, dog.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I be too blown at work.
I would, but I don't like being at that motherfucker no more. They'll be done blew my house.
I mean, shit, I don't really conversate like that.
Because I gotta go in through the doors and all that shit.
Oh, yeah. I'm damn sure gonna look at you. They be saying
They
they
damn
looking
sure
for
know I
niggas
be
like
high.
you, Joe.
Don't
Huh?
blow my high. Are we running back same teams? I bet 10. 10. Excuse me. Thighs. Nephew Cub,
What's up?
you ready?
Twisting up real quick.
Bro, I thought you was already twisting up, bro.
I told you I dropped the whole damn cup of weed, bro, on the floor.
You ain't say nothing.
Man, the whole damn controller fell on the damn scale and cup.
It's Cushman's. That boy ain't got no weed. I could have been jolly, but I chose not to. Because if I give you some of my weed, that mean I ain't got no weed for me. Cuz, you could have went out there for $10.
Cuz, shut the fuck up. You could have served that man for $10.
Cuz, shut the fuck up. You could have served that man for $10. I don't serve, I smoke. Ain't no secret. You heard me.
Let us smoke.
Hmm?
Let us smoke.
Mm-mm.
Got 175 zips, cuz. Start dog.
Nah, I don't want it. You don't even sound real. Star Dog. Sound like some shit that came off of Guardians of the Galaxy. You don't got no milk tea, cuz? Cuz. Damn, see, bro, niggas don't even want to be talking to a nigga when a nigga be trying to talk to a nigga.
What's up?
You got some milk tea?
What?
You got some milk tea?
Nah.
Oh. You know what that is? True that, true that. You ever had it before? Do you hear me, cuz?
Come on.
Please don't blow my high, my high, my high, my high. Flash cannon. Ooh, I'm locked out.
Damn, I forgot I had this shit on.
Let me tell you something, cuz. Did your name is Ed D. Ward.
Your name is
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium.
I was a real
They
game.
will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
You knew.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this
You
case,
got lickety
he just
lucky, boy.
steered the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down now, it's Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive is up against a 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. Past the 20.
Get off the field.
Touchdown,
That nigga told you to
Packers.
get off the field.
Devontae Adams, 75 yards. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to
Boy,
start
you see
the
them
game
golden
and
cleats,
score.
boy? You know what that
And I
means,
know
don't
if
you,
that was
cuz?
scripted. Was it an audible?
99.
Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end
That's
zone.
fine.
Extra point
Probably
up
shouldn't
and
have been
good by
smoking.
Crosby. And it's now a 7-0
Knocking the
game.
power up. And then bless you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Bless you. You work on the knees.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That boy establishing the run on my dumb ass.
Second down, it's Henderson.
Come the fuck on, bro.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This is Henderson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give. This is Michelle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us
That boy
to
split
the
that
end
bitch
of the
like
first
Moses.
quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Cool.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little
And
while.
we're out of
they?
there,
They
ladies
were
and gentlemen.
eager, amped up to get back on the field.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 75 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that.
Oh,
They've got to
getting
feel
held down,
really
too?
good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
I refuse to believe that. But, all right.
Set to begin their
Oh, no,
next
I don't
drive.
believe
The
it. You
Rams
agree with everything he
offense
say
at the
anyway.
line. And it's a
So,
unit last drive.
that's a whole
They
lot of
did it
cap.
all on the ground, Charles.
That's double cap
They
right there.
controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the
So y'all be
football
capping.
moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible, get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
I'm getting my head
now
done,
a
too.
fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Stafford. Caught left side. It's Beckham.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal...
Oh! It's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Indubitably.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. This throw complete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
But I tell you, niggas.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Knocking down to the way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul
Fuck out of here.
And the Packers are going to get it back here.
You got nothing to say about that David interception there?
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive
Look at him out there. Look at him.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Cooper Kupp deep for L.A.
Damn, I should have put backspin on that hole.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, that boy, good field position. It's okay, cuz. I got you, though.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So you trying to play some
Pokemon,
Pokemon, bro?
interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On fourth down, Stafford. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
While Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone,
bullshit.
and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the 50, it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. Powering his way forward. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 104 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd and 2.
Rip for the win. You want to catch the rest of this ass whooping or what?
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eating up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
I see.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out.
Oh!
Oh, man. Damn, what, did he quit or was that legit?
Oh, that man quit.
Oh, that's what that
Like I
was.
said
What the
before,
score was?
video.